everyone, this is Herrick bringing you another episode of Action Figure This Out. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified series, Crimson Bat. Now I picked this guy up at my local GameStop along with Extremis Iron Man and Ultimate Captain America. Now all I have to do is pick up the Crimson Guard and Tomax and Zaymot to lead them. So before we get started, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. On the front you're going to see a picture of the figure along with an artist rendition of the Crimson Bat. It says G.I. Joe Classified series at the bottom, and underneath that it says Crimson Bat. On the side, you're going to see the number of this figure. That's number 60. It says Crimson Bat over here. On the back, you're going to see a picture of the action figure, along with all the accessories he comes with. He has a backpack, 2 chest pieces, a pistol, and 3 extra hands. And you can switch out, and a damaged head portrait. It says the height is 6.67 inches, 169.4 millimeters. On the side, you're going to see a continuation of the image on the front. On the top, you're going to see the number for this figure. And lastly, for anybody who needs it, here's the barcode at the bottom of the box. So perfect. Let's action figure this out and take a look at this figure out of the packaging. There is nothing more fearful than to have to face even one of Cobra's battle android troopers. Though not particularly built for endurance, bats can still make tremendous amount of damage and continue fighting. They serve nothing more than cannon fodder. As long as their trigger finger is intact with the gun, or their weapons based and effectors still have ammunition, they'll do as they were designed until absolutely nothing is left but scraps. Bats can be manufactured cheaply, quickly, and en masse. To ensure their inexpensiveness, they are equipped with very sophisticated logic circuits. As a result, they react poorly to changes in the battlefield conditions and have potential to mow down foes and allies alike. So before we get started, let's just take a quick look at the height of this figure. In inches, he stands at roughly around a little over 6.5 inches, around 6 3/4 inches, which roughly equates to something of around 17 centimeters tall. So, right away, I'm just going to say that this figure is great. I didn't know how good the bats would be until I picked one up. Now I have to get the other bats and the Crimson Guards. This figure comes with quite a few accessories, so he has these hands that you can exchange them, switch them out for. So this would be a laser. Alright, this would be a claw hand. And then this one would be a flamethrower. So these are nice additions to have. As well, he comes with a chest plate that's intact, and he has a damaged chest plate as well. So the damaged one looks really nice. It's really detailed. The battle damage, that's nice. He comes with a backpack to store all his hands. And this just ports onto his back. He comes with a battle damaged head. And he comes with a pistol. So, the hands you can easily port into the backpack like this. And then you port one going down like this. So 2 going up, 1 going down. So that's really nice. Alright. This figure is absolutely great. Overall, I love the look of this figure, and because it's reminiscent of the bats that we got in the classic G.I. Joe cartoon, this figure comes loaded with accessories and has a badass design to it. So, when you look at the detail of this figure, it's really well sculpted, alright? It's really detailed. The chest piece looks really nice. You can see all the circuits and everything on his chest. It's all painted silver, and there's a red and black highlight to it. Alright. His arms are also really well detailed. So they are They're double jointed elbows, so that's nice. And overall, the sculpt is really superb. So the chest piece fits on his chest. It just ports in like so. And then you have a nice little Cobra logo in gray, model number 3. It says year 2022. So this is pretty decent. His backpack just ports onto his back like this. And then you can fit a pistol in his hand like this. His mask looks really cool. It's really well, it's sculpted really decent. All right. He has these 3 little slits and a vent in the back. Okay. So that's pretty decent. He has a little Cobra logo on his shoulder over here. If you take a closer look. And he has some grenades on his strap right here. So that's a nice touch to have. So I'm really glad that I got a chance to pick this figure up. It's super detailed, and I grabbed a couple of them just so that I can army build this figure. So I'm super happy that I got this figure. So, as I said before, overall, this figure is absolutely great. I'm super happy that I got my hands on this. And I'll definitely be sure to be getting more. So, now that we've taken a closer look at this figure, let's take a look at his articulation. Alright, so for this, I'm going to take his backpack off. And then I'm going to take his chest piece off. Take his pistol out of his hand, put that in his holster. So, in his neck and head, he has... It's a dumbbell joint. Nice. So he has a dumbbell joint, and he has articulation at the bottom of his neck, too. I believe that's also a dumbbell joint. So together, utilizing both joints, you can get a really good range of movement. Alright. He can look up this far, and he can look down this far. Have his chin touch his chest. He can look side to side, 360. And he has a really good amount of tilt. So that's really good. Alright, he has a butterfly joint in his shoulder, which gives you the ability to hinge in and out like this. He has a hinge in his arm, which gives you 90 degrees. He can go forward, he can go back, all around, no problem. He has a bicep cut, which gives you full rotation, 360 degrees. He has a double jointed elbow, which together, utilizing both joints, he can touch his shoulder. So that's a lot of range. Alright. And he has a hinge in his wrist. It's a horizontal hinge, which gives you the ability to hinge in and out like this. And he can rotate 360. He has an ab crunch, which gives you the ability to crunch forward this much. He can crunch back this much. And he has a dumbbell joint in his waist, so you can rotate full 360 degrees, side to side. Okay, he can go forward this much. He can go back this much. He can go side to side this much. Alright, he has some drop down hips, which when you drop him down, he can get full splits. Alright, so that's really decent. Alright, he can kick forward this much. He can kick back this much. And then we're going to bring his hips back up. He has an upper thigh cut. Alright, which gives you full 360-degree rotation. Alright. He has a double jointed pinless elbow. Double jointed pinless knee, which utilizing both joints, he can almost kick his own ass. Alright, he has a boot cut, which gives you full 360-degree rotation. And he has a hinge in his ankle, which gives you the ability to kick back this far. Alright, he can kick up this much. And he has a forward-facing peg for a rocker. So, now that we've taken a look at his articulation, let's see how he compares with other figures. So I'm going to put his chest piece back on. Put his backpack back on. And let's see how he compares with other figures. And next we have him standing next to the G.I. Joe Classified Storm Shadow and Sergeant Slaughter. Okay, so here we're going to take a look and see how the Crimson Bat stands next to Cobra Commander and the Cobra Viper. So I think that's going to be about it for today. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Action Figure This Out, where we took a look at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified series, Crimson Bat. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews of your favorite action figures. As well, hit that notification bell to be notified of future videos that I'll be coming out with. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite version of the Bat? Do you like the Python Patrol Bat over the Crimson Bat, or do you like the original? Again, this is Herrick with Action Figure This Out, signing off.